the legalization of marijuana can't help the world. When saying this, whether the ganja legalized or not, people who want to use marijuana are going to use marijuana whenever and wherever, as long as they get the chance to. And some of the time I feel like the legalization of marijuana create a better way for we make more money off of the ganja. You know what I'm saying? So I not even see the legalization feasible for us. But in one way, because our music, as I said before, is rebellious, we just say legalize marijuana because when going about our merry way, smoking a jar of herbs, we don't want to know say a boy have the powers to stop we and go lock we up in our cup and spoil the whole of our day. So I would want to know say it regulate within an element where a man knows say it's my personal use. And I free to use my personal things them because that personal to I. And to tell I say it's illegal for I use the things which I create. It's still illegal for you to tell me say it's illegal. You know what I say? So I rebel by saying legalize it. But for real, we don't want to know say it depends on a level where we can't make some money and fight again. We can't make the money and fight serious. So the decriminalization, I'm satisfied with that. Where I can't have 4 ounce in my car and the policeman stop by and only thing he must say, registration and fitness. And certificate of fitness. I'm just give them things there and just guide them forward, call them straight and alright. And make I drive go about our business. Give thanks.
Stop the people, baby. Stop the demon, baby. Well then, say some it's a lyric just a call you, but you don't want to come. You hear me magazine, people stop you running and come lyric DVD just a call you. We want to chat to you. What we say? We have a talk to them.
A blessed love it tonight, your man Bushman, and I say a lyric reggae magazine. You see what I say? That one you digital, it not analog, you not get it on no paper. Just go so and subscribe. You see what I say and you will realize. Lyric DVD magazine. The world truth. Blaze it. Yeah. I tell Chalice. You know me I say no grabber, you know what I mean? It's been a while now since I have ceased from burning tobacco in marijuana or ganja or cannabis sativa or whatever you'd like to call it, you know what I'm saying? Saying this from experience, I think it's good to practice not mixing your herbs with no other form of portion or element or substance. You know what I say? Just keep the herbs vital and natural. I speak from experience, you know, because herb is a medicine, and as soon as you start mixing the herbs, then that's where it gets polluted, you know? So I'd advise you to practice vital herbs. Yes, sir. 420. Look forward. Weed green. Lightning and thunder. Majesty. Yes, sir. Herbs. Yes, sir.
Hempress Sativa has always been an activist for the decriminalization of marijuana. So with that said, I am good with the law for now. You know? I wasn't from the beginning for the legalization because I know with legalization our government will move on. The fact that the small man them are gonna get knocked out of the whole scenario, the whole equation. So with the decriminalization now is like a little relaxation where people can smoke them herb in a peace. You know, the youth them can get them records sponge and one's not necessarily go to jail for a split. So for me, that's a good move for now. But, you know, I'm also curious to see now what they're going to do regarding the licensing now, who will be able to get like a license for can plant herb and stuff like that. So I wait to see that.
In the yard, St. Andrew Park, music a bubble, steamers a bubble, bun chalice a bubble from morning to dark, and lyric of the fire just a blaze up. This is Janine representing for Lyric Reggae Magazine. Rastafari love.
420 is this one day when weed is legal to smoke all over the globe. You know, some people haven't catch on to the awareness. But for me, my herbs is legal to smoke any given time I want to. You know what I mean? It's just that Babylon themselves have their borders and their barriers and their rules and regulation to regulate this tree. You know what I say? 420. My 420 is every day. Then again, 420 again, because you have to be careful how you use the numbers. You know. 420 again. This is a code that the American police use when they find ones with an amount of marijuana that exceeds the personal use. 420, like how they would have said 10-4. You know? 10-4 mean in pursuit of a criminal. You know what I mean? In pursuit of an unsub or whatever, or a suspect. So 420 is a next code for catching someone with an excess amount of marijuana, whether medical marijuana or how you want to put it. Rasta. Powers.
One benefit of marijuana is an entheogenic plant. An entheogenic plants are plants that bring you to a state of consciousness, that brings you to a state of awakening. So marijuana, that's one benefit. The other benefit you get from marijuana in regards to medicinal value, you know, we see now treating cancer from day one, from ever since. It's just that Babylon never want you know. It's a treat glaucoma and all type of other diseases where, you know, you'd have to usually take pharmaceutical medicine. So that's two benefits. And if you want more, just ask. Because there's thousands.
Well, according to my knowledge, you know, the herbs bring out the best in what you are or who you are. You know what I mean? If he's a lazy man, the herb bring out the best lazy man in you. If he's a forward-going man, the herbs bring out the best forward-going man in you. You know what I mean? So, it's a thing where bring you to your self identity, you know. It brings you to that self-awareness there, where you can identify yourself, you know, myself, and then make changes whenever or wherever the changes need to be made. That's my opinion. You know what I say? It doesn't have to be the world's opinion. But I think that's one means of fighting. It move that curtain there from the other veil. It open the third eye, in other words. You know what I say? It's a third eye opener. And they know that. You know what I say? This tree. To fight against this tree is to fight against Jah in his infinite glory. Rastafari. 100% of Chronic is a song now which speak of the kind of weed we would like for smoke. Ganja people, you know we don't smoke. Them say bush herb, but every herb's a bush, and I am the bush doctor. So do remember, no iron weed and no plastic herbs not there. But guess what? We want the highest grade. And when we say 100% of Chronic, we mean you don't reap it before time. You don't wait until it's spring. You wait until the moon is on the right in the right moment. You know what I mean? That 3 days before the moon or 3 days after the moon to take your thing from the earth to get the proper strength from it. That is how we get 100% of Chronics. So here go now. Give me 100% of Chronic for me table. To get the ganja spliff is my delight. Give me 100% of Chronic for me table. Jah is my shepherd and the weed is mine. The lamb's bread, burn it in the morning, burn it through the night. It's all about the lamb's bread. You know, it's the lamb's bread. If Jah is my shepherd, then I'm the sheep.
Ganja is medicine. Ganja is medicine first for me, especially because I grew up with many diseases like asthma and bronchial conditions and so on. And I remember, and my father would tell me, like, now when I'm older, that, you know, my grandmother used to set ganja in buckle and thing, and like, so I had been introduced. It was in my bloodstream from really early. But as I grew and I was able to make the conscious decision that, okay, I want to try this medicine. I want to know this thing. I've always felt it. My parents were never like, don't do that, it's a bad thing. Not that they gave it to me, but, you know, I never had any demonization in my brain. So when the opportunity came for me to get involved and to try this thing, I was so excited and I welcomed the opportunity. And I used to smoke it. I used to find a great meditation in crushing it and rolling my spliff and feeling like, oh, I built a nice one. But when I went to university and I met up with some of my now mentors, like Professor Kalamawe Knife, he introduced me to a different way of using herb, which is with the steam chalice. And when I discovered that instrument, there was just no turning back. And it was beautiful because on the campus you have calabash tree, you have the thin bamboo, you have the thick bamboo, you had everything you needed. You had clay and you had makers of clay. So you had everything you needed to build your steamers there. So I built several steamers during my time at the university. And I would sit by the fire and really do a lot of contemplation, and there was a lot of reasoning and a lot of spiritual and mental awakening, whole heap of shedding of enough things, because herb facilitates that kind of shedding, you know. And I realized that I wasn't getting those particular illnesses anymore, and I knew it was related to my use of the herb, and so I just continued. And then I stopped burning it altogether, and I was just exclusively steaming, and I have been doing so for the past close to 15 years now. Yeah.
Yeah, so for 420 we have this new song called Weed Greed. It's gonna be available on iTunes and all digital downloads in North America, West America, and the rest of the world for 420, which is today, 420. You know what I say? And for onwards. The song is called Weed Greed. I've got a weed greed, I'm from a weed breed. When the folks them see me, them say weed, weed. When man a burn weed, man a burn the weed seed. Man go blaze the chalice till me eye them bleed. Just legalize it, stop fertilize it. Herbs from my Irix, let me think free. Man I tell you legalize it, stop fertilize it. Herbs from my Irix, let me think free. Hey yo, I'm from the West Indies, I smoke the best in these. All of my money is invest in weed. Hey, I've got a special interest in weed. So today the cops may be arresting me, cause in my car back I've got some high-grade trees to sell it to my clients just to get some G's. My family at home, you know they've got to feed, cause the bills got to pay every week. Just legalize it, stop fertilize it. Herbs summer Irix, let me think free. Tell you legalize it, stop fertilize it. Herbs summer Irix, let me think free. Hey yo, I'm a yardin from the country, heading to the city with my Chevy loaded of marijuana. And sometimes in the street mix the bitter with the sweet, looking out for poop on the corner. And at times it get mean when you hear the siren I go wah 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 wah. Hey, yeah man. Weed greed 420. Make them know. Bun weed and bun it plenty. You see what me I say? Keep it locked. Rasta. Mighty.
I will smoke herb for the meditation, you know, for the state of mind where you put it in, you know, for the relaxation, for the state of euphoria, for the reasoning we come forth with marijuana when you share it with our brethren, you know. We smoke herbs just for the state of enlightenment. Nothing wrong with that, though.
Lyric Reggae Magazine. This your magazine. Reggae Magazine. Lighting up the world. Lyric Reggae Magazine. Do you see what I mean? What man, just read it, it's clean. Hey, light your spliff, light up your chalice. Come make we burn it in a Buckingham Palace. Lend me your paper, lend me some fire. Lyric I go blaze up vampires. Put on your vest, yes, go call the press, yo. We gonna burn it in a House of Congress. Lend me your whistler, lend me your fire. Come make we blaze up vampire. Lyric Reggae magazine a blaze up vampire. Lyric Reggae magazine blaze up vampire. Hey, come make we blaze up vampires.
Creation provided the marijuana for the heights to be guided by the marijuana. And the nation relying on the marijuana. And if for one thing Jamaica lead the way, with Rastafari save the day, cause him supply them with the marijuana. While the government tell lie upon the marijuana. So it's up to I and I to free the marijuana. Rastafari lead the way with the liberty we maintain. For years they persecute I, send police to hunt and kill, raid and burn up with farming, and send the youths them go a jail. No hypocrisy presenting itself as good business practice. When the former colonizers wanted me to Rastafari to work out logistics when creation provided the marijuana.